Hello. Well, I'm here in my cellar, and you might hear my granddaughter in the background because I'm visiting family. I hope, though, that I might be able to get this recorded without too many interruptions. And I wanted to talk to you about the Danny Baker monkey tweet, which has not only started a storm of protests, but now we hear the police are investigating as well. Do I think that Danny Baker is a racist bigot? No way. He's been broadcasting for 30 years, and in all that time, he's kept up a stream of conversation and, how would you call it, sort of stream of consciousness. If he had that sort of a mind, it would have slipped out before now. There's no way it wouldn't. It's obvious to me he was having a go at the circus the press is making of the royal family. And he apologised fulsomely when it was pointed out to him what the secondary meaning could be. Nevertheless, the police are now involved, as if they have nothing better to do. And why? Because there's been a Twitter storm, and also, oh, joy of joys, the media have seized on it because it's a wonderful distraction from the Euro elections, isn't it? They don't need to file reports about the disintegration of the Conservative Party or the anti-Semitic mess of the so-called Labour Party, or try to analyse what any of the pro-Brexit parties are actually about. They can scream racism as much as they want because they have a hook to hang it off now, don't they? So they can call Sargon a racist by implication, and they can call Farage or Anne-Marie Waters racist in the same way, because after all, Danny Baker's a racist, isn't he? This is a clip from a BBC Newsnight segment in which they get a former colleague of Danny Baker to do the dirty on him.
Henry Bonzu is a former presenter who worked on BBC London alongside him.
Because although I worked at BBC London at the same time as Dan, I mean, he bestrode the studio like a colossus and I was just some kind of minnow floating around. He is, by his own admission, a broadcasting legend, finger on the pulse. He is very, very fluent and very impressive. But I come to bury Danny, sadly, not to praise him, because I think he knew what he was saying. I think it was a form of dog whistle, telling his audience, and he's got a lot of fans, people who really love him in his style, that, do you see what I see? Because his explanation that he would have said this about any royal baby, or even Boris Johnson's child, needs testing. Where are those pictures? When William and Kate had their 1, 2, 3 children, did he say the same thing about any of their babies? No, he didn't.
It's amazing how they don't mention that the Quran says Jews are apes and Christians are pigs, and how Muslim children in this country, and probably yours too, are being taught to repeat that via school books from Saudi Arabia. Oh, that's not territory the media want to go into, is it now? So let's not go there ourselves. Let's just stay with the monkeys. Somewhere here there will be a picture done by Banksy. Yes, politically correct Banksy, darling of the media. It's called Parliament of Monkeys. Is he making a stab at the members of Parliament who happen to be black? I think not. What about this woman in Perth who donned a gorilla suit to hide her identity, I might say, and a police uniform, to fight back at a flasher who was making life miserable for the women who took their kids to that park? And is she making a stab at black people? Or the police, indeed? And what about this chap who ran, or rather crawled, the London Marathon, and by the way got a medal from Bill Oddie, also a media darling and a famous conservationist? Was he making fun of black people? Well, I don't think so. And as ill-considered as Baker's tweet might have been, it wasn't a racist dog whistle, whatever the BBC pundits say. What it was a mistake, which is now being made by the speech police into yet another flamethrower, making charcoal of general conversation, human connection and jokes. Because when you're afraid of what you might say every time you open your mouth, then you end up not saying anything. Human connection is poisoned, and everyone is so much easier to control. I'm going to dedicate this video, by the way, to Harambe. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe, and if you wish to donate, click the Subscribe Star link where you can make a one-off payment or set up a regular contribution, or I have a PayPal account at grannyopteryx@gmail.com. Till next time.